and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, friends, welcome back to the 2015 Bella Lion Peewee AAA Atlantic Championships from the Andrew H. McCain Arena here in beautiful Wolfville, Nova Scotia on a gorgeous day in the Valley. It's our last game of the day, and these two teams have a large task at hand to try to match what we had in our first two games. This Newfoundland Labrador team, the St. John's Hitmen, started the day with a very tough 4-3 loss to the Edza West team from New Brunswick. And we just finished up moments or about an hour ago with an overtime classic for the ages at the Peewee tournament as Team Nova Scotia, the Tassa Ducks, defeated Team PEI, the Summerside Capitals, 4-3 in overtime on a last tenth of a second goal in overtime for Cameron McDonald, his hat-trick goal with literally maybe 1 or 2 tenths of a second on the clock. We don't have the official time, and there's no green light, red light here at the arena. But the puck crossed the goal line just fractions of a second before the buzzer went to propel Nova Scotia to a 4-3 victory. So we come into our final game of the day between the St. John's Hitmen and the Acadia team, the host team. 1-0 is New Brunswick, 1-0 is Nova Scotia, 0-1 is this Newfoundland team, 0-1 is PEI. And our first look at the host, Cameron Gould is in net for Acadia, and Jack Benson in net for the Hitmen. All right, so let's go. Contact information on the screen. B. McLean Sports on Twitter. Hope to hear from you. Lots of people who have reached out to us throughout the day so far. Hope to keep it coming in our nightcap. There is Templeton. He had 2 assists today, did Will Templeton. Maybe a 3-on-2 developing for St. John's. Nick Dunn, he scored the first goal of the tournament and gave Newfoundland Labrador a 1-0 lead in the early going. Aiden Clark speeding away through the neutral zone for Acadia. And all of a sudden a 3-on-2 is Clark in behind the net. Still with the puck is Aiden. Gets it back on the return pass. Back again on the turnover. In on the chase is Forsyth. Dumped around on the far side. A little bit too far over there for Caleb Roberts. And Acadia on the near side with Brett Reeves. Reeves comes to Forsyth. Forsyth dumps it in. Past Michael King on the far side for Winter. Turnover created. Forsyth couldn't get a shot off. And here comes Patrick Beer. Or check that, Alex Power. Dolomont out in front along with Winter. Our first look at Newfoundland in the attacking zone. Going at Cameron Gould, the netminder. Powder slides into Gould. Puck in the near side crease and unable to get a shot off was Winter. High off the glass, back to the red line. Michael King, the big defenseman. And off the boards for Dolomont. Alex Power trying to get an angle. He's got a teammate out in front. It's Winter charging his way toward the net and crashing into the crease. There's Alex Power, and we'll have a face-off coming up to the glove hand side of Cameron Gould. So again, contact information on the screen. The Mummy Jingles has reached out to us already. Great to have you guys with us. The Mummy Jingles in the building. And again, lots of folks have reached out so far today. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Shout outs, comments, and feedback. Puck on the far side, taken away by Landon Young. Young speeding down the far side. And I'll go over the boards as Cameron Wynot was over there to steer him aside. It's the Atlantics on Community One. You have action going on right now as well. in Dartmouth at the Sportsplex with Scott Squires. They have the Bantam Irving Challenge Cup tonight as well. You can see the final of that game, or of that tournament, the final game of the day. Right now they are in the midst of the opening ceremonies. Hope you were with us for the opening ceremonies here. They were outstanding. 11:50 remaining in this opening period. Still waiting on our first goal. It's been a wild day here at the Peewee Atlantics, like it always is every year at this tournament. Speeding away with it. Connor DeLuny can't get the shot through. And kept in by Cameron Wynot. Chance to clear now for Noah Wilson. He will. Icing indicated and called on the Hitmen.
First of all, by being the host team. And along the way, they were the
11:22 remaining in your first period. Great crowd here tonight for our nightcap with the host team, Acadia, on the ice. Speeding away is Alex Power. Out there on a matchup with our line with Costello and Humber Dredge. Puck in behind the net on the chase is Locke. Humber Dredge can't get to it. Kept in on the far side by Brent Levi. Costello. Knocked off the puck by Clark. Too far for Levy. And back to the neutral zone. That was offside, actually. Costello trying to get out of the zone. Had it go off his body. .10:45 remaining in your first period. Face-off win. And getting back to it is Brett Reeves. In behind his net, trying to fend off Alex Power. And here comes Reeves across center ice with separation. The speedy defenseman now to the near side corner. Puts it out in front and put through the legs there of Alex Mosier. Tipped away by Humber Dredge. Reeves. Pass intercepted by Nick Dunn. Dunn goes off the skate of Reeves. There comes near side for John Forsyth. To center ice. Josh Hunt. Nick Dunn. Trying to get to his backhand. Abby Newhook. Couldn't get much on that shot. 2-on-2. Big hit on the far side. Brady Burns, and that's going to be your first penalty of the game as Brady Burns gets knocked down. So here's your first power play for Acadia. So New Brunswick and Nova Scotia on the board in the standings with victories, hard-earned victories over Newfoundland, Labrador, and PEI. Again, if you missed the Nova Scotia PEI game, it was a classic. Cameron McDonald, a hat-trick goal with a tenth of a second remaining in overtime to win it for Nova Scotia. On the near side, Soller. Spinning away from traffic is Connor DeLuny. Back to the point. Hot shot that goes just wide from Cameron Wynot. Deflected in front. So Jack Benson in net for Newfoundland Labrador. Andrew Curtis was outstanding in his appearance in that first game. Give and go off the skate, though, of Brady Burns. On the far side, Mason Soller. Back to Burns. 1 minute remaining in the power play. Why not? Centers himself. Tipped. And a save for Benson. Why not off the boards? Onto the stick of Mason Soller. 50 seconds on the power play. Soller can't get through. Hot shot goes off the seat there of Soller. And maybe, that would have been a chance for a breakaway for Abby Newhook. But she didn't realize how much separation she had. But now she gets it back in front off the hustle play. And a big save there for Cameron Gould on the PK. But Abby Newhook at the blue line just spun and cleared the zone. She had about 2 feet of separation on the defense, but then chased it down and did create a decent shot opportunity. So a face-off coming up to the glove hand side here of Cameron Gould. Off the near side. There's our first look at Tommy Shaw out on the power play. Taken away on the back check here by Andrew Howell. Nick Dunn. Brent Levy comes over to take it away. Holding the line is Dunn to stay on side, and now Power back to the neutral zone to kill time. Power play has expired. Nick Dunn creates the loose puck. Mike King knocks it in. Off the glove hand of Levy. 7:20 remaining in a great first period, back and forth. Winter on the far side. Nobody home. Brett Levy a chance to clear. And a nice pass in stride to the far side for John Forsyth. Forsyth off the boards. And behind the net. Kicking it to Winter. Costello speeding down the near sideline. And gloved ahead by Costello. 6:52 remaining. Face-off coming up just outside the Acadia zone. This is a tweet. Kelly Newhook. Kelly, you are the only one. Try to help you out there, Kelly. We are on the air. So if anybody knows Kelly Newhook in that Newfoundland Labrador family, St. John's Hitmen, if you can reach out to Kelly, hopefully she's okay. She's just sending a tweet that she can't get us on the air. So if you know Kelly, reach out to her, let her know that we are on the air. Hopefully she can find us. Puck poked away to center. Wilson. That's going to be a penalty on Acadia. So there's Acadia's first penalty. Matthew King comes in and has words for Josh Hunt. But the penalty will be on Josh. .5:57 remaining in the first period. It is our first look at the Newfoundland Labrador power play. The St. John's Hitmen. Humber Dredge. Far side for Mar to Costello. He dumps it in. Puck back to Wilson. Power. Wilson at the blue line. And now Power quarterbacking on the near side. Delayed penalty coming up on Acadia. So another penalty coming up on Acadia. They couldn't get the goaltender to the bench. But it is going to be a penalty on Acadia. So this is a 5-on-3 for 90 seconds to Aiden Clark. Thanks to Ken C. Going to help out here with Kelly Newhook. I'll get that done here right away for you. Retweet that so you can reach out to Kelly. There we go. 50 seconds left on this 5-on-3. Want to make sure all our friends in Newfoundland and Labrador are with us. Of course, most of the Acadia fans are here. You guys in St. John's who couldn't make the trip, it's a big game for you. With that loss earlier, the travel and then the 2 games on opening day, you want to make sure you get a win here to stay in contention for that gold medal game. Off the boards, Power. Nicely done by Alex to get to the slot. Doesn't get a shot off though. Wilson. That gets past Wilson on the near side. 5-on-3 set to expire. Hunt about to pounce back on the ice. Here comes Josh. He'll join the PK and intercepts the pass. But nice job there. Noah Wilson saw him coming and knocked the puck away from him. 20 seconds on this 5-on-4 for St. John's. Turned over, unable to control it in the neutral zone. Chance on the far side. That looked like Caleb Roberts. Shot that went just high. Michael King holds the line. Nick Dunn. Mike King. Nick Dunn, the shot that goes over the crossbar. Abby Newhook. Puck bouncing around, knocked right back in by Roberts. 3 minutes remaining in this first period. It's been a scrappy one. Max Pellerin loses it. Battling now with Abby Newhook. And we got a penalty coming up. This might be the second Newfoundland Labrador player it's going to be. Nick Dunn. There was a bit of a scrum there, and Nick came in late, got a little too rambunctious, and he'll have to serve. So a 5-on-4 here for Acadia. Soller couldn't split the top of the defense. That was Beer up top. Back to get it for Acadia will be Brett Reeves. Beer and Matthew King on the PK along with Wilson and Ryan Marr for St. John's. Here comes Brady Burns. Brady gets the blue line towards the slot. Into the middle, a shot that goes over the crossbar. Nicely done for Brady. Connor DeLuny on the far side. Gets it back from Wynot. Wynot up top. Tried a little pass play there with DeLuny, no luck. A wraparound attempt there for Brady Burns, no dice. Reeves. Here behind the net for Soller. Reeves again. Cross ice. Why not? Brady Burns and nobody home on the pass. Would have been pretty. Losing control is Why not? 35 seconds remaining on the power play. Puck comes across, knocked down. Reeves. No luck getting it to a teammate. Nicely done by Reeves to keep it in, though. 16 seconds on the power play, but Nova Scotia, or Acadia, sorry, having a hard time getting possession. 6 seconds. Loose puck right in front of the referee. 1 minute remaining in the period. This one is cruised by. A late start, by the way. Our opening ceremonies went a little late, so our apologies if you had to wait around. Hopefully you were with us for the opening ceremonies as well. Chance to clear the zone. Pass on the far side, and there's space for Alex Power. Spins and waits for teammates. Comes near side for Will Templeton. Templeton can't get the shot through the big defenseman. Acadia will clear. Locke with 24 seconds remaining. In on the chase is Cameron Wynot. Why not? Trying to spin free of a forechecker. He will, and takes it wide on Alex Power. Dumps it in deep on the backhand. Locke back to get it in behind the net of Jack Benson. Turned over. Acadia in business with 6 seconds. Walton cycles it to the far side, and that'll do it for our first period.
Just a reminder, hockey fans, please stay with us after each and every game, all tournament long for the games, 3 stars for each game.
So that's it for the opening period. It was a good one.
Please source the sports in New Minus.
Keeping in the theme of the day. Went on the air today at 2 o'clock, and I said, thanks for being with us, and get ready for a wild weekend. And so far, that has proven to be the case. Every year, the Peewee, the Bell Alliant Peewee Atlantics are always just a crazy, crazy tournament. And so far, we've had 2 wild games, including the overtime winner in our second game with a tenth of a second on the clock. Kelly Newhook is with us. Thank you very much, Kelly. Great to have you back. And thanks to Ken C. Not sure if Ken was able to help, but tried to help you there, so thanks to Ken C. Mike Kurt. But it's great to have you with us, Kelly. Abby and the Hitmen looking to get in the win column after a tough opening game loss to Edsa West of New Brunswick. Hello to you guys watching. Edsa West, you guys are probably all back at the hotel getting ready for tomorrow. 10 o'clock in the morning, you guys start our day versus the Tesa Ducks. Team Nova Scotia. 14:20 remaining. Puck comes the near side. Wilson. Winter. 5-on-5 hockey. Newfoundland and Labrador trying to get possession. Humber Dredge. Back to the point. King, a shot that goes just wide. Getting in there is Andrew Howell. Creates the loose puck. An Acadia player without a stick. That looks like Aiden Clark. Clark picks up his stick now. 13:38 remaining in the second period. Big collision there. 2-on-1 for the Hitmen. Great pass in front. Rebound. 2 great saves for Cameron Gould. Maybe the 2 best saves in sequence of the day right there for Cameron. Shot on. In behind the net is Soller. Soller battling against Patrick Beer. No penalty. Here come the Hitmen after that 2-on-1. They were turned away by Cameron Gould. Nearly onto the stick of Landon Young. Acadia will clear the zone. Here comes DeLooney. Couldn't get through. Will Templeton. Costello trying to speed away. Pass across, just a little bit too far for Humber Dredge. Locke. Back in behind the net. Costello on his backhand. To the forehand now. Laid on him was Pellerin. And deflected over the glass. A face-off coming up to the blocker side of Cameron Gould. All right, 12:25 remaining. Getting kicked out of the face-off there is Brady Burns. Face-off win for the Hitmen. Puck comes to the far side through the crease. Costello. Into the Acadia zone. Burns taken away by Alex Power. Power in Burns. Costello comes in. As mentioned, it has been a scrappy one between these two teams. Acadia trying to get off to a good start as the host team. Lost 6-4 to Tassa in the Nova Scotia final. The Hitmen beat a very good Tri-Penn Ice team to get here. They'd love to go back to the island with a medal. And right now this is a big game as they lost their first one to Edsa West. Usually at the Peewee Atlantics, come Saturday morning, everybody has their calculators out and is looking at the scores on the big board. More often than not, come mid-Saturday afternoon, there's a whole lot of guessing going on. And games with huge ramifications. And calculating, I should say. For you Acadia fans who weren't with us earlier, as I mentioned, last year we were in Fredericton at the Grand Harvey Center, and it was the Newfoundland and Labrador team, Tri-Penn, that had a miracle Saturday for the ages to get to Championship Sunday, and then they beat Team New Brunswick 5-0. Might have been 5-1 upon recollection. But anyways, they rolled in the championship game after they had about 10 out of 10 things they needed to happen. A miracle run for that Tri-Penn team last year, led by Shaylee Snow. Noah Wilson. Puck comes near side. There's Abby Newhook. Puck taken away. Acadia trying to create here with Brady Burns. Levy battling on the boards. Burns out in front. Can't get it to Longmire. Burns again. Burns is all over the ice right now, battling with multiple hitmen. Finally, he will lose it. Here comes the speedster, Abby Newhook. Got pushed aside there by Levy. Dolomont on the far side. Chip back in by Caleb Roberts. Dolomont on the chase. Winter. Can't get through. 9:35. We are cruising along here in our nightcap. Still waiting on our first goal in this hotly contested affair. Puck on the far side. Winter knocked down. No call. Acadia takes over possession. Brady Burns still out there causing chaos, and he had a teammate. It was DeLuny, but he couldn't tip it in. And now we got a penalty coming up on Newfoundland and Labrador. Out in front of the net, Soller went down, and now Soller has words for the Newfoundland and Labrador player who knocked him down. It was Michael King. So Michael King will serve. Again, Scott Squires is in Dartmouth with your Bantam Irving Challenge Cup, if you want to check in on that. Their last game of the day. Right now it's the Dartmouth host team versus the Nova Bantams. For their nightcap. Down here in Wolfville, just about 45 minutes down the road. 9 minutes remaining in your second period, no score. So again, just set yourself up for a great weekend. Peewees here in Wolfville, Bantams in Dartmouth. Atlantic Championship hockey all weekend long. What a day we have tomorrow. 4-game Friday from the Sportsplex in Dartmouth, and here from Andrew H. McCain. Hunt. Knocked down by Hunt. 90 seconds remaining on this power play for Acadia. Not too much luck so far. Back to get it. There's Brett Reeves. Past the near side. Brady Burns to the forehand. In the slot. And a goal. Brady Burns. You can see that coming. He has been electric here in the second period. And he's got Acadia on the board. One nothing for Acadia. So we'll wait for the official announcement. It might have been tipped. I don't think so, though. Looked very much like a great individual effort from Brady.
Scored a goal for York. The Axemen scored by number 14, Brady.
It is Brady Burns. He's right back to it.
Number 10, Cameron Wynot. And also number 16, Brett Reeves.
Brett Reeves gets an assist.
8 minutes, 18 seconds. That's Burns, assisted by Wynot and Reeves.
And why not?
8-18.
So Reeves or a Burns from Reeves, and why not? And it is 1-0. Here comes Landon Young. Young ships it in. On the chase is Aiden Clark. Just a little bit too far. On the near side for DeLuny. So a power play goal. We got a penalty coming up, I think on Acadia. Nope, on Newfoundland and Labrador. The Hitmen back to the penalty box. No, it is on Acadia. That was weird. They touched the puck, but the ref didn't blow the whistle. And now the goalie will finally make his way to the bench. He was kind of thrown off by that as well. And now, coming away with the puck was Costello, and they blow it down. A strange sequence, but it is on Acadia. The penalty is on Longmire. So Longmire will sit 2. 6:48 remaining in your second period.
Receiving the penalty to the Acadia Axemen for number 19, Max Longmire. 2 minutes for body contact.
Body contact is the call on Longmire.
48 seconds. Max Longmire for body
So here's a great chance for St. John's.
48.
Humber Dredge, sorry. He's got that great name. If I can get it right. Tanner Humber Dredge. And maybe the name of the tournament. Puck knocked in. On the chase is Alex Powell. And that is going to be icing. It's flying into the boards there. Losing an edge was Nathan Walton, but he's okay. As I said earlier, Tanner Humber Dredge, maybe the name of the tournament. Last weekend in Moncton at the midget females, there was also a Newfoundland Labrador player for the Western Warriors, Carrie Patey. Had the best name in that tournament. Humber Dredge. Alex Power. Three on three. Abby Newhook, an offside. I don't think it was Abby. I think it was Humber Dredge on the near side here.
Boston Pizza New Minus, Scotia McLeod, Rangers Pro Home Center, and Valley Tire.
.556 remaining. Power. Back to the blue line. Costello. Shot deflected, knocked away. Chance to clear, they will. Costello, though, reins it in the neutral zone. Costello, Roberts, Power, Newhook, and Wilson, your power play 5 for St. John's. Costello still with it for Roberts. Trying to make his way to the front. And Newhook denied! What a save. Cameron Gould turns away Newhook on the doorstep, and then a blast by Costello. Saved again by Cameron Gould, but Newhook had a wide open net. And Cameron Gould got the pad out in front just in time. Costello, 15 seconds. Power winds up, deflected over the net. Noah Wilson chases it down. And behind the net is Levy. Brady Burns chips it past on the far side. Good hustle by Costello. Knocked down at the line again by Costello. Gets onside. Creates space to the far side. Wires a shot that's deflected over the boards. All right. Well, there's maybe the save of the day so far throughout all the games we've had. That's save by Cameron Gould on Abby Newhook. .442. Face-off win for the Hitmen. A flood coming up between the periods. 1-0. A goal by Brady Burns. There's Brady again. Cameron Wynot. Hot shot, big rebound. On the near side, Connor DeLuny. 5-on-5 hockey here. DeLuny. Burns gets it back from Aiden Clark. Through the skates of Winter, but Wynot couldn't get a stick on it. Collision on the far side. Wynot absorbs contact. Now he's got 2 Hitmen on his back. Kicks it to his stick, gets back on his feet, and we're going to have another penalty on the Hitmen. So another penalty coming up on St. John's on that exchange. That's off the outside of the post. So off the outside of the post there, that shot. And here's your penalty. In that exchange on the far side boards with Cameron Wynot. Michael King, a little too rambunctious. And he will sit 2 minutes. Back to Reeves. Wasn't sure if he should advance on it. Now he does. Puck in behind the net. On the far side. First look at Josh Parsons out here on the power play. And a great chance for Josh in front. Reeves again. Shot in front, Josh Parsons scores! Well, we haven't seen too much of Josh Parsons, but he's got himself a power play goal. Brett Reeves stepped in the slot, created the rebound on the hot shot, and Parsons puts in the loose puck. A little separation for Acadia at 2-0.
Scoring goal for your Acadia Axemen, scorer number 5, Joey Parsons. Assistant number 16, Brett Reeves.
It is Brett Reeves.
Alex Mosier.
And Alex Mosier with an assist. So give Reeves 2 assists. I've got Josh on my scorecard, but note that is Joey Parsons. So Joey Parsons. Has himself a power play goal. Or an even strength goal, sorry. It's 2-0. Great chance in front and easy pickings for Acadia on the great setup. Max Longmire on the pass that came across the crease. Put that one away easily. And now it's 3-0 for Acadia. Wait for the official scoring. But it looked like Longmire. Brady Burns. I don't know what Brady's doing. Skating all around there. It is Longmire. Brady Burns gets an assist. So Longmire from Burns. The third goal of the period. Second even strength goal. Makes it 3-0. Puck bouncing around on the far side. 1:50 remaining in this second period. Humber dredge down the near side. Poked away. Bouncing puck. Through the neutral zone comes Brady Burns. Nicely done by Howell to stand him up. 90 seconds remaining. Humber dredge. Back to his forehand. And couldn't get it out front to a teammate. 70 seconds remaining. Here comes Forsyth. No luck on the toe drag. Taken away by Newhook. Newhook across center. Unable to find a teammate. 55 seconds remaining. Newhook again. Deflected. Loose puck. And Nick Dunn couldn't get a stick on it. Wilson chips it in. On the stick of Brett Reeves. 2 points for Brett Reeves. With 2 helpers. Maybe time for one more charge. Newhook though, the pass goes off and Acadia skate. Dumped in by Alex Mosier. 16 seconds. Nick Dunn. Shakes free at Forsyth. 8 seconds. Offside was Caleb Roberts. So the Axemen leading 3-0 here. .4 seconds remaining. Done. Poke checked away by Reeves. And that'll do it for the second period. Acadia with some separation. 3 goals in the third period to get out to a 3-0 lead.
And just a reminder, hockey fans, please support your Peewee Axemen during the game and pick up your 50-50 tickets.
So Newfoundland and Labrador in trouble of danger of going 0-2 on the opening day here at the tournament. A goal that got us started by Brady Burns. And then it was Joe Parsons. And then finishing it off, Max Longmire. So Burns, Parsons, Longmire. 2 assists in the period for Brett Reeves. A goal and an assist for Brady Burns. And that's the way we finish the third period, or second period. First goal with power play, the second 2 goals, even strength. All right, so you are watching the 2015 Bell Alliant Peewee AAA Atlantic Championships at the Andrew H. McCain Arena from Wolfville, Nova Scotia on Bell Alliant Community 1, the leader in local sports webcasting in Atlantic, Canada. Don't go anywhere. Back in about 10 minutes to get you ready for your third period. Contact information on the screen. B. McLean Sports. Hope to hear from you if you have time. 3-0 for Acadia after 2 periods.
wanted out like more like.
But you want the crowd noise.
I want the crowd noise, but it's going right down there, like it's a directional mic.
Right. Okay. I like it. I need to let you space on both sides.
that game tonight? That game's on right now. Yeah. Let's see. They have it. Where's the Nova Bands from? They won the flag. Really? Oh, how the Gladiators won. Oh, I'm thinking of Major. Right.
Okay, thanks.
What was it? The final must have been tight, was it? The Nova Scotia final? Yeah.
Double overtime.
All right, yeah.
Looks like a good crowd. Yep.
It's such a great place. I was there yesterday, just walking around while it was empty. It's such an unused place.
Yeah, but doesn't get the bigger box.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome St. John Hitmen. And from your host team, your Acadia Axemen.
All right, friends, welcome back to the 2015 Bell Alliant Peewee AAA Atlantic Championships from the Andrew H. McCain Arena in Wolfville, Nova Scotia. Great to have you with us. What a day we've had. Two outstanding games already in the books. 4-3 victors were New Brunswick over Team Newfoundland and Labrador to start the day, and then the Tassa Ducks beat Team PEI, the Summerside Capitals, 4-3. If you missed that one, the game-winning goal with about a tenth of a second left in overtime, literally at the buzzer to win that one for Team Nova Scotia. And now our last game of the night, and it's Newfoundland Labrador, the Hitmen in deep here versus the host team Acadia. Newfoundland Labrador in big trouble of going 0-2 on opening day. And that doesn't necessarily automatically relegate them to bronze medal competition. But essentially it would mean that they would definitely have to win their next two games. They would also need some upsets and some multiple exchanging of wins and losses between all the teams to try to qualify for that gold medal game. They would need a logjam in the standings come Saturday. So a big period here for the Hitmen, trailing by 3 goals. And Acadia, the host team, looking to start off the tournament with a 1-0 record in the standings. So hello to all the teams watching back in the hotel, PEI, Newfoundland, or PEI and New Brunswick. And your Tassa Ducks, if you guys decide to stay here instead of go back home. Getting ready for 4-game Friday. Great chance in front. And being turned away was Joe Parsons. Joey scored the second goal, and then Joey just got knocked down by Longmire, his teammate at center ice. He's okay. You could hear the crowd kind of ooh and ah at that. Joey didn't see Longmire coming and got spun around. He's okay. Makes his way to the bench, but that definitely looks scary. 13 minutes remaining now in your third period. And again, 3-0 for Acadia. Trying to break out on the far side, high off the glass. Goals by Brady Burns, Joey Parsons, and Max Longmire. And glove down there by Cameron Gould. Cameron has made some big saves in this game as well to keep this a shutout. 12:53 remaining in our third period. As mentioned, 4-game Friday tomorrow. Call in sick to work. Take the day off. Spend the day with us. We had a lot of parents saying they were giving us a sneak peek from work. It'd be a good day to take that sick day. 4 games, beginning with Nova Scotia versus New Brunswick at 10 o'clock. You Newfoundland fans, you're back with us tomorrow at 4:30. That is 5 o'clock Newfoundland Labrador time. You Acadia fans, you're back with us at noon. You're going to be playing a very good PEI team. Tough luck losers today. They led 3-1 before that comeback from Team Nova Scotia. 12 minutes remaining. Brady Burns. And again, we start off our day tomorrow at 10 with Nova Scotia versus New Brunswick. That's going to be a real good one. 11:50 remaining. Puck comes back to Walton. Quick shot by Walton. Does well. Didn't have much of a wind-up on that. But a nice high-velocity shot. But no problem for Jack Benson on the save, and he'll hold on. 11:43 remaining in the third period. Can the Hitmen make a charge? Great chance in front, Brady Burns. Why not? High off the glass. Puck dumped in on the far side. On the chase here is Matthew King. King gets to it first. Soller a chance to clear. Kept in by Marr. And now it's poked out, and here comes Brady Burns. On the far side. Great pass in front. And a good save. Deflected to the far side corner. Benson trying to identify that Acadia player he made the save on. Back out in front again on the setup. That's DeLuny. So DeLuny with that great chance. Off the pass from Burns. And made a crafty move in there, but Jack Benson made the save. Noah Wilson clears the zone. Getting knocked down is Landon King. And back to get it. Here comes Acadia. Burns again. He has been buzzing. A hot shot right on. Held on to by Benson. But we're looking at one of the performances of the day right now by number 14, Brady Burns, of this Acadia team. A goal and an assist so far. And he's creating multiple opportunities for his team. 10:25 remaining. Levy. Down the near side, Tommy Shaw. Try to get it back to Levy, but here comes Abby Newhook. Fresh ice, so she's trying to catch up with it. Gets it in the near side corner, in front! And Roberts couldn't get a stick on it. Back to the blue line, Locke can't get the shot through. Maybe a 3-on-2 developing for Acadia. Nice pass for Joey Parsons. He'll wind and fire. Goes off the side of the shin pad of Will Templeton. Locke in behind the net. Over on the far side, Max Longmire, who scored that third goal. Off the boards. Longmire in front. Great chance for Tommy Shaw, but he's knocked off the puck. Here comes Newfoundland and Labrador with 9.5 remaining. Puck gets in deep. Nick Dunn on the chase. Newhook. Couldn't contain Levy. Levy gains the blue line. Off the stick of Michael King. Forsyth took a wild stab at it. Here comes Dunn. Dunn scored the first goal of the tournament. That gave St. John's a 1-0 lead at the time over New Brunswick. Alex Power. Far side. Humber Dredge. Easily played over there by Levy. Forsyth. And now Brent Levy doing an incredible job defensively on the left side and right side. Still out there. He's been out there for 2 or 3 minutes, starting to kind of keel over, or bend over at least, at the waist. He needs a change. Puck to center. Levy has to stay out there. Now the puck to his forehand can't clear the zone. Costello didn't get much on it. Aiden Clark on the far side. Clark momentarily loses it. Alex Power, and now Levy will finally get off as the puck is dumped into the St. John's Hitmen zone. Josh Hunt. Hunt. Back to Pellerine, loses it. Costello lost his stick. Alex Power, he's at the end of a long shift as well. Waiting for Costello. Costello backhand to forehand and then has it knocked away by Brady Burns. Brett Reeves on the far side for Soller. Here comes Soller into the neutral zone. Gains the red line. Shot that goes just wide. All the way to the near side blue line, kept in by Pellerin. Too far for Soller. On the chase is Winter against DeLuny. Kept in by Reeves. Dumped back in deep. Brady Burns, first one on it. Chips it to himself for the near side corner. Comes back to the blue line for Pellerin. 7.5 remaining. Burns knocked off the puck. No luck on clearance. Into the attacking zone anyways, as Pellerin took over at the red line. Wholesale changes for the Hitmen, and that'll be offside on Acadia. Check that icing, on Acadia. So face-off coming up to the blocker side of Cameron Gould, who is pitching a shutout so far in this one. Great to have everybody reaching out to us on Twitter. We talked about our friends tweeting us from hot tropical locations. Here comes a 3-on-1 for Acadia, and it just goes over the crossbar. Lena Desmond, great to have you with us. More on this in a second. Brady Burns, a backhanded shot that goes just wide. DeLuny. The puck kind of sat on the ice there for him as he tried to make a pass to Brady Burns. Kept in by Walton. Good. No, he couldn't quite. Good hustle, but Walton couldn't quite hold it. And it gets wrapped up there with Nick Dunn. But Elena Desmond cheering on Ryan Costello and the Hitmen from his cousins watching in Bermuda. Great to have you guys with us in Bermuda. And again, thank you for not rubbing it in about the nice weather you guys are having, no doubt, as we slowly but surely start to warm up here in Atlantic Canada in mid-April. Gorgeous day in Wolfville today, considering what we've been through in Atlantic Canada. Temperatures around 6 degrees, which was like heaven today. Puck on the far side. And here comes Patrick Beer. Beer still with it. Our first good charge of the day for Patrick. And then a shot that goes deflected over the glass. But great to hear from you guys watching in Bermuda. Thanks very much. Cheering on Costello and this Hitmen team. And again, for you St. John's fans, I'll repeat the story. Not to give up hope, because it was last year that Tri-Pen team seemingly had absolutely no chance heading into Saturday of making the gold medal game. But there they were playing on Championship Sunday, and they went on to win the championships after a tough start in the tournament. .538 remaining. 5 on 5. Time running out for the Hitmen, though, in this nightcap. But the very, oh man, heads up in the St. John's Hitmen coaching staff. That puck flung into the bench there by the Acadia defenseman. Nearly took out an assistant coach. And that'll come all the way back into the Hitmen zone, or just outside the Hitmen zone. But if the Hitmen do lose this game, they'll be able to at least get back to the hotel, have the morning and early afternoon off tomorrow, kind of collect themselves, get some rest, and get ready for the stretch run. Tomorrow at 4:30, playing at Nova Scotia. And then on Saturday, they have the 9 a.m. game against PEI. Reeves. Wilson battling him. Chance to clear for Nick Dunn. Pellerin gains the red line. Cross-ice pass for Reeves. Takes his time, dumps it in deep. Wilson and Marr. Marr gets past Wilson. Out of the zone, Josh Hunt. Just over 4.5 minutes remaining. Roberts. Icing waved off the deflection. Nick Dunn on the chase. And here comes Forsyth. Alex Power. Bouncing puck. Humber Dredge. Gets it to Power. Power trying to get it out front. Humber Dredge. And no luck there. Kind of split teammates, and then off the deflection there of Pellerin, and Cameron Gould had to be careful. But we're seeing a Hitmen team that looks like maybe they've run out of gas here on opening day. Again, their second game of the day. Chance in front. Burns and a kick save by Jack Benson on Brady Burns. But just so difficult. You got to travel from Newfoundland and Labrador, which is a long trip, and they got to open up with 2 games on opening day. And games pretty close together, too, at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock. So ideally, you're hoping for at least a split, get 1 win. Tough luck loss today to Edza West of New Brunswick. And 3 goals in the second period here by Acadia. And with 3 minutes remaining, right now it's looking like Acadia is going to get their first win of the tournament. A hot shot, and that might just do it. Why not? A blast from just inside the blue line. That'll make it 4-0 for Acadia. Cameron Wynot steps in and lets one fly. We'll see if there's an assist, but that should clinch it. Dolomount. Winter. Puck on the near side corner. It is unassisted. So Cameron, why not unassisted? That's his second point of the night, a goal and an assist now. Don't go anywhere. It's after the game. 3-star selection coming up. Peter Reynolds was the first star in our first game for New Brunswick. And Cameron McDonald, our first star in the second game. There's Joey Parsons. Blocker save for Benson. And this could be a slashing penalty on Joey Parsons. Parsons, now Longmire pushing and shoving with Howell. But Parsons didn't like a little bit of contact there as he made his attacking move in the offensive end. I think he got a slash up on the Newfoundland defender. And he'll go sit 2 minutes for slashing or something along those lines. But the performance of the day, no doubt, Cameron McDonald of the Tassa Ducks. A hat trick and the overtime winning goal as he broke in on the left side and scored with maybe a tenth of a second left on the clock. It is slashing on Parsons. But Peter Reynolds had a great performance for Team New Brunswick as well, as he was first star. In that opening game. Puck dumped out. 1:25 remaining. And if the Hitmen don't score, they'll pretty much finish off this game on the power play. Turnover. There's Brady Burns, one of the performances of the day. He's likely to be first star, I would imagine, would be Brady. Although you have a shutout goaltender here as well, and Cameron Gould, who made huge saves in that defining second period where Acadia put up 3. Penalty on Nick Dunn. So 4-on-4 hockey. Again, if you're just joining us, you haven't heard me mention it. This is International Ice Service here at Andrew H. McCain Arena. So with 4-on-4 hockey, there's a whole bunch of room out there to move. And here comes Roberts taking full advantage. Had that great picture of the Roberts family watching back home in Newfoundland earlier today. And might have another penalty coming up here on Acadia. It's going to be on Brady Burns. More warm climate coming up here. Warm areas around the world. This is Daryl Usher, Aiden Clark's fan club, watching from Orlando, Florida. You guys cheering on Aiden Clark. Great to have you with us. So Daryl Usher and crew watching Aiden Clark. And this Acadia team on their way to a opening day win at the tournament. In front, there's a nice little goal. Caleb Roberts calmly slides it underneath Cameron Gould. That'll take away Cameron's shutout bid. And of course, as well, you have, if it does come down to a whole bunch of teams tied at 2-2, you have your goals for, goals against differential that comes into play in tiebreaker scenarios. That's the third point of the day, I believe, for Caleb Roberts, his second goal. Abby Newhook gets an assist. So 3 points on the day for Caleb Roberts. 2 goals and an assist. Not too bad. Again, the 3 stars coming up after this. 4 seconds remaining. Acadia by virtue of 3 goals in the second period. then the fourth goal here in the third. And they will move on to a 1-0 record. The host team in the standings with a win. So New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Acadia all at 1-0 after day one. Newfoundland and Labrador at 0-2, and PEI at 0-1. So a battle of undefeated teams starts our day tomorrow at 10 with Nova Scotia versus New Brunswick. And then a real good one as well, this host Acadia team versus 0-1 PEI at noon. That's a big game for PEI. If they get that win, they'll be 1-1. And then off to Saturday where they play their 2 games in one day. Abby Newhook is the third star. So Abby Newhook, the third star. Cameron Wynot, second star. And no surprise here, Brady Burns is your first star. So Abby Newhook, third star. Cameron Wynot, second star. And Brady Burns, by virtue of a goal and an assist, is your first star on your last game of the day. All right, so to recap, we started the day with Edsa West defeating the St. John's Hitmen 4-3. Our second game, the Tassa Ducks defeating the Summerside Capitals 4-3 in overtime. And then our final game, just finishing up, the Acadia, the host team, defeating the Hitmen again 4-1 to finish off day one. We're back on the air tomorrow at 10 a.m. with Nova Scotia versus New Brunswick, part of 4 games from the 2015 Bell Alliant Peewee AAA Atlantic Championships from the Andrew H. McCain Arena in Wolfville, Nova Scotia on Bell Alliant Community 1, the leader in local sports webcasting in Atlantic, Canada. Thanks to everybody who reached out on Twitter, and hope to hear from you again tomorrow. Make sure you join us again. We're back on the air tomorrow at 10 a.m. here from Andrew H. McCain. We will see you in the morning, but for now, good evening from Wolfville.